Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to a very special edition of the Mr. Postman vlog. The reason it's special, I suppose, is I have not posted in a couple days. So I think Wednesday was my last video that I posted about the EDDM stuff. And we've just been super swamped. I got an hour drive here to Maxton, North Carolina, because I got a big window perf project that I'm quoting for a local high school there. They've been in touch with me the past 2 weeks, trying to get me out there, and normally I try to get out there quick, but I haven't had the van and all those issues that you're well aware about. There is a guy that we outsource flatbed printing to, and he's actually in Robinson County, and yesterday he was like, hey, hasn't been in touch with you, need to reach out to them because they got a good budget for this thing. So I'm hopping on it. I'm gonna go over there. Also got junior high school in a town near there as well that wants a quote. So I'm gonna knock off 2 quotes today. Another crazy thing that we have going on today is we have 3,000 pounds worth of magazines for an EDDM campaign. It's a 12-page magazine for our local community college. It's going to every single household in Columbus County. We are going to have our hands full with that. I'm really hoping the truck is not going to get there until later today so that I can help Lamar and Chelsea offload, because holy cow, that I know that's a bear. Chelsea and I did it by ourselves last time, and it's just 2 full pallets full of magazines, so it's heavy. I'm gonna roll a little footage of a little project that we had going on Wednesday. To set it up a little bit, there's a car dealership that was recently purchased by an individual outside of town. This guy's moved to Whiteville already. He's purchased the dealership. He actually closed Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock, and he has signage, permanent signage that's coming from, the manufacturers. So essentially they work out deals with the manufacturers to create the signage that goes on their building. So it's not really an option for us to make that signage anyway. Not that we do big lit up words and letters and that sort of thing. What he did want us to do was to cover up temporarily with some banners. No big deal. It's pretty high up, and luckily Whiteville Rentals is a large machine rental company, happens to be right across the street. So I was able to get a large Jenny lift over there. I didn't have to pay a delivery fee because they just drove it right across the street. We get up there, and the goal was use the Jenny lift so that we can get an accurate quote, accurate measurements, get the stuff made at the shop, head back, and get it going. Well, Lamar was laughing at me because I am terrified of heights, and I did not like this thing. It was not crazy tall, but 27 feet, I was not feeling very comfortable up there. We got it done. Here, I'll just roll the footage. Here it is. Oh man, they're making fun of me. Oh yeah, I think so. I think so. That was quite the project. We got a late start. We started after lunchtime. We didn't get finished until 8 o'clock that night. So it was a long one, but it did end up turning out looking pretty good. Pretty proud of it. All right, my buddy Daniel just sent me a message on Facebook and said something about maybe we need to change the name of our business to Mr. Perf. And I thought that was hilarious. He's probably right. Well, my videos have been nothing about perf lately, and I probably have, I'm on my way to do the quote for the 2 perf jobs right now, but it's a good segue, Daniel. We do We did 3 EDDM campaigns this week, actually. I might have a little bit of footage of that. I have the massive one that's going out today, so you'll see all that as well. I'll try to do a little bit of footage of this massive, what a 30,000 magazine EDDM campaign looks like, because, you know, some people maybe have never done that before. I was always a little scared to do a multi-page project like that, but it's really no big deal. Just got off the phone with my general contractor. So if you're not aware, I might have mentioned it in a previous episode, but we have rented our old space back, and we are going to bust through a wall in the lobby area, and we're going to put in double doors in the very back so that we can get our new laser in the door and get some other equipment in the door and be able to load up sign material a little bit easier. We're going to make the old space more of a production facility for lasers, embroidery, screen printing, that sort of stuff. And then we'll keep the side that we have now pretty much like it is, but I'm going to move a lot of my woodworking equipment over to the old space, and I might keep our signboards and stuff like that just kind of piles up and gets in the way. I'm going to try to move that stuff over there, so we might start this weekend on that. Another big project I have for the weekend, I'm hoping, is my vinyl application table. My rails came in for the table. Here's some video footage I haven't posted yet. Our new laminator came in. It's the cheap 63-inch cold laminator that you guys see on Amazon for $1,250. It came in via freight shipping, and it's actually a pretty nice looking laminator. It's a cold laminator, it's not heat assisted, but it's a nice looking laminator. I hate that we're going to be cutting this thing apart, splitting it in half from top to bottom, and trying to make this work on the table. I'm a little nervous about that because, you know, it's a lot of money to buy something just to take it apart. And I'm not much of a metal fabricator, but I'm going to try my best, and we'll see what we come up with. My client Ray at Ray's Grill got his brand new menus up, his backlit menus. He had these really old menus that were provided by Coca-Cola and Pepsi over the years, that has the little letters that you put in, you know, burgers, you know, $3.99 or whatever. And so after 30 years of having those things, he's really stepped up his game. His branding looks awesome, and he's got it hung. It looks great. I thought I'd show you this clip. One of my clients is the hospital, and we do a lot with the orthopedic practice that they own. And so I finally had a chance to get an appointment with our orthopedic knee surgeon and see about my knees. I injured my knees while moving from the old space to the new space. I just kind of twisted it in the wrong way, and oh my God. And it's gotten better over the past 4 weeks, but I wanted to find out what I did to it. He thinks it's a meniscus tear. He said my knees overall look pretty good in terms of the x-ray, but he thinks it's a meniscus tear. So he gave me a steroid shot in the knee, which felt very weird. Tons of pressure getting there. It was like, oh my God, it was breathtaking. But it does feel a lot better. So from here on out, I'm just gonna try to focus on building up some strength around my knee, get some strength training going on it, and hopefully I'll be on the mend. So we'll see. I forgot to take pictures of the high school that I was at to show y'all what it was, but I'll have some videos, some photos playing up here for you. It's a pretty big job, so that should be good. We're gonna get right on that quote and get that over to them, and that should be a good one. it took a while. Principal was super busy, but it gave me a chance to email the team, email some clients, take some phone calls. But I spent the better part of 2 hours there. So it's 11 o'clock now. I met them at 9 o'clock. It was an hour drive just to get there. But now I'm going to this junior high school, which was about 23 miles away from this last location I was at, headed back towards Whiteville. So anyways, it's gonna work out good. I guess if I do these quotes, keep doing these quotes like this, we'll be staying busy. The other day I saw a guy on Sign Talk who was talking about how he was really struggling with this sign business and making margins and staying afloat. I'm telling you guys, if you don't have window perf in your portfolio of things that you're doing, consider adding it. It's quite easy. The design process is usually really easy. You print it. You got to have a laminator to laminate the stuff. But I'm going to give you 2 ideas for markets for this stuff. Daycares, number 1. We did 1 daycare, and now we've done like 6 or 7. All of the other ones in the same county also wanted window perf, just because we did it for 1 daycare. So hit up a daycare. If there's a daycare that has a small amount of windows, what I would do, I'd go up to them, do that one for free if you want to, and take a video of it, put it on Facebook, spend $100 targeting your county or your local area, showcasing that work. I'm telling you, you will get business for more window perf. Another huge market is schools, the school systems, middle schools, elementary schools, high schools, all of them. They will all do it. If the school system doesn't have it in their budget to pay for it, I guarantee you the parent-teacher organization, parent-teacher association, they'll pay for it. So those organizations are raising money and they're looking for projects to invest in. This is something they will do. All right, consider it. Okay, just got done over at the middle school, and pro tip for everybody. That took me, well, first of all, it took me about an hour and 15 minutes to get that done. And I feel really bad right now because FedEx Freight just arrived to the office, and now Lamar and Chelsea are having to unload 3,000 pounds of magazines without my help. Chelsea and I did it alone together before, but still, my whole goal was to get out this morning, get those measurements done, knock them out, but first client kind of kept me waiting a little bit, and so now I'm getting back. 12:20, by the way, and FedEx Freight's showing up right at lunchtime. Great, appreciate that. I guess I'm just glad it's there. Pro tip on the window perf: you have to get the in-between measurements, the measurement between windows, if you want to do a graphic that wraps across multiple windows. And I forgot to do that at the first location today. Consolation is we have to come back to Robinson County on Monday to do a perf install job. So while we're here on one part of the county, we'll just drive 30 extra minutes that way to get the measurements we need. But anyways, always get those in between measurements. I always forget those. Dadgummit. Okay, another pro tip on the window perf: use your cell phone. I have an iPhone, so I use Apple Notes, and I note out, or if you use Google Drive, you can use Google Sheet, and I go ahead and I map out all of the measurements. I kind of label each section, I label each window, I provide all the sizes on that sheet. I've already sent that information to Lamar and Chelsea back at the office in case they want to get started on quoting it, although they're busy enough as it is, so I'm sure they haven't had to. But we all have a copy of it, so we can't lose the measurements somewhere. Also, I took all the photography, and the photography has already been placed inside of the client's Google Drive folders. So Chelsea already has the photography that she needs to start doing the mock-ups. Because if I don't do that, then she'll ask me, hey, have you put those photos in there yet? Oh, they're still on my phone. And it just speeds up the entire process if you have that knocked out before you ever get back to the office. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up this episode. It's 12:46 on a Friday night. No, wait. 12:46 would be early Saturday morning. My daughter had a tennis match at 4 o'clock. Her very first match in the top 6, which was fantastic. We had to drive an hour to get there, and I got back and I have a lot of stuff to do for Dublin Peanut Festival. And had a bunch of sponsorship boards to do. Sponsorship boards of galore. Here, I'll shoot some other footage. No, I won't. I'm just gonna turn it like this. I had some yard signs I needed to do for them too. Had to do a fancy router cutout sign as well. So, you know. Anyways, I also had to print off a couple banners for them, and I got another thing to print. So I'll probably get to bed about 2 o'clock tonight. Oh yeah, and it's about, I don't know, 30 minutes away, maybe 45, maybe 30. And I gotta be there at 6 a.m. So, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't even sleep tonight. Anyways, my Fridays, the past 2 Fridays have been terrible. I don't know how or why I'm doing this to myself, but it started off as a happy Friday. You guys, take care. If you feel sorry for me right now, please like the video. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.